Overvoltage protection test in AMR relay. AMR modular relay of Vebko company supports various protection functions. Explanations of the capabilities and software environment of this relay have already been presented in the video related to differential protection test. After connecting to the AMR relay at first, simply load the device's hardware configuration from the device menu by selecting the Read Hardware from Relay option. The default password is 123456 to receive elements. At this point, a message is given to remove the signal, which, if confirmed, if the current hardware is not the same as the relay hardware, the current hardware signals used in the VFC sections are deleted. It should be noted that the settings for the conversion ratio of voltage and current transformers are determined in the related card. Here the ratio of the current card conversion is 200 ampere to 1 ampere and the voltage card conversion ratio is 63,200 voltage. First, into the VFC page. As mentioned earlier in the AMR software, configuring some of the most widely used functions are placed in the software as samples. The user can send new settings to the relay by selecting each of them and applying the desired changes. For this purpose, a set of functions can be seen in the Relay VFC tab and in the Temp Functions section. It should be noted that by selecting each temp function, the blocks in the VFC are removed. Here the overvoltage function displayed with the name OV59 is selected. In the config of this function, to calculate the line-by-line voltages, first the relay voltage card signals are assigned to the voltage quantities block inputs and then assigned to the overvoltage block. Finally, overvoltage output signals are assigned to binary output and relay LEDs by output and LED blocks. Since the purpose is to test the overvoltage function with OR logic, analog signals related to the voltage sample must be applied directly to the overvoltage block to increase the voltage of each phase. The relay function should occur. By double-clicking the overvoltage block, two stages will be defined here. The first stage with a 65 V set, performance time of 2 seconds, and a second stage with a 70 voltage set and a performance time of 4 seconds. In addition, operation quantity is placed on the modes shown to include single-phase performance. Finally, the changes are sent to the relay. In the next step, by running AMPro software and opening the AMT under Overvoltage Test, simply go to the Test Object Parameters Test section and into the basic information. Testing this function can also be performed in AMT Sequencer Room, but in order to make the states and test management more comfortable, this process is performed in the AMT under Overvoltage Test. Firstly, the information is entered in the General Information section. This information can include relay type, serial number, and other information such as post name, feeder, bay number. In the test settings section, the OV59 option is selected. Here, VNOM-SEC 100 volts is selected. Also, the performance mode is located on the OR logic to increase the voltage of each phase from the specified value to provide the test. In order to evaluate the performance of overvoltage protection, 2 time sets and voltage performance tests are performed, assuming 2 performance stages for overvoltage protection, regulatory voltage value, voltage type, performance time, and more are entered in the data table section for both the stages of operation. After this, to be more accurate in testing, continuous ramp option is selected in a state settings section. Then C1 and C2 contacts are considered for trip diagnosis and pickup drop-off respectively. The status of the relay pickup can be recorded with LED in addition to contact, or even adjusting to instantaneous overvoltage protection. By entering the necessary settings in the test plan section, schedule the test in a way that both time test and voltage performance testing are performed. In fault type, by selecting L1E, L2E, and L3E, states are created to test the function based on the voltage increase of each phase, independently. By enabling time test, the state related to the performance time check is created. Vtest is the voltage value at which the performance of the function in each stage is guaranteed. By selecting yes for PU test and DOU test elements, it will be confirmed to perform pickup drop-off tests. In the PU val assessment section, the evaluation of the pickup value of the function. In the PU start section, the initial voltage of the pickup process. In the PU end section, the final voltage limit for the pickup test, and in the DOU end section, the final value for the drop-off test is entered. In the total section, the total duration of the test is entered. By clicking on the init test option, states are created based on the user imported settings. These states can be seen in the table view window. This way, the test can be performed. In Measurement View section in Assessment Ramp tab, the assessment of the pickup drop-off can be seen. In the Time Assessment tab, the performance time assessments of each stage can be observed. Keep in mind that when the test reaches the second stage assessment section, a message has appeared to tell the user to disable the first stage in order to provide the conditions for non-interference. This can be done by removing elements related to the first stage from the blocks associated with pickup and trip. Another solution is to equalize the setting of two stages. For this purpose, once again refer to AMR software set, the first stage equal to the second stage settings, and the settings are sent to the relay. In the end, the results are added to the report by clicking on the Add to Report option. The results are visible in the report window.